what was that? There was like an English word for that. Yeah, there's like the double subject. Like one subject's called something, the other one's called something.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Fuck, dude. I don't know, but whatever that is, it is John's apple. それはジョンのリンゴです. Or それはジョンのリンゴ.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect.
Okay. So this one as far as like it, from an English speaker's point of view is like because it kind of if you kind of or try to translate it like directly, right? Like それは or それ is like that kind of,
Yep.
right? John is like the person who's being affected by the subject, which is the apple, right?
Mhm.
John no is like possessive, right? Like apostrophe S kind of.
Well, not affected, but because the person being affected would be the person being told that that's your apple. So you're the owner of the apple.
But yeah, yeah, the owner of that, the person, the thing in the sentence that possesses the subject.
Yeah,
That's where the no is. The no signifies the possession, right?
correct. Yeah,
Ringo. So I don't understand how the sentence is structured. Like what like sore wa is kind of just saying
that,
like it is.
that is
That is oh yeah, that okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. So that makes kind of sense. But okay.
that is John's apple, right?
Yeah, okay, okay. So that makes total sense. Then now it makes sense. But if let's say I'm holding it right here and I want to say this is John's apple, right? I'd be like, これは
Yeah,
John no ringu desu.
yeah. What? That's trippy because this sentence, like the structure is the exact same for
Yeah, yeah,
English and
yeah. Yeah, same with the last one.
what the fuck?
But it's right though, right or no?
No, it's right. Yeah, it's right. Because
Yeah,
this is that is John's apple and sore wa John nodding. Yeah, it's the same order.
that's weird, huh? So like let's say like you had John's apple way over there. I could say like arewa John no ringo desu.
Hmm.
Okay. And then okay. Yeah, that was pretty straightforward too.
Yeah, that one is super straightforward. And that would be in an instance like say you're at the workplace and like one coworker's like, oh, like about to grab your apple, and then someone's like, so what John no ringo this? Like that's John's apple.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. Makes sense. I have a question. Why is ringo written with katakana?
That's wrong. Yeah, it shouldn't be written with katakana.
It should be hiragana
It should be. But I
or
mean,
kanji.
things aren't necessarily wrong if it's written in katakana. Like it's almost like people try to like make it look cool by writing it in katakana. Because lingo, if you were to write apple, you would have to write it in katakana. But lingo is the Japanese
Right.
word, so you like that makes no
Uh,
sense to write.
That's what I was thinking. Like, okay, so katakana is for like loan words that are not Japanese.
Katakana is for yeah, writing out, spelling out English words.
Yeah, yeah. Or Spanish or French or fucking African languages or
Yeah.
whatever, right? Or also like onomatopoeias, bang, boom, whatever.
So
Yeah.
like yeah,
Even if it's like a Japanese onomatopoeia, you still use katakana for that.
it just seems that way. Like I don't know if there's an actual rule to that, but
Okay.
because like when I'm typing online, it'll give me the katakana version. But I mean, if I were to type it in Japanese, I mean hiragana, like they would still understand. It's like
Right.
want to go through the effort, then yeah. But word like the rule of is English or anything non-Japanese is spelled with katakana.
Okay.
Japanese is hiragana.
Okay. Huh. Interesting that Google made Ringo
Yeah,
into
I don't know why.
maybe it thinks it's like a Ringo Starr or something.
But you'll see a lot of like, a lot of restaurants do it. Like it's a Japanese pronounced word restaurant, but they write it in katakana, maybe just because it looks cooler
Okay.
for whatever reason.
Okay. Like maybe some marketing to like draw your attention to certain things or whatever. Or just
Yeah.
okay.
And then katakana is a little sharper, the edges are more sharper. So
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
people might like the look of that better than the rounded edges of hiragana.
Right, right. I was thinking that katakana looks kind of cool. But
Hmm.
I mean, from my eye, everything just looks super cool. I don't even know what I'm looking at, but
I don't think I can even, yeah, I know most of the katakana, but if I like had to write out the whole alphabet, I might miss a few just because I don't use it that often.
right, right. Like you were saying, even with the kanji, right? Like so much stuff is contextual that you will like you notice a thing and like through even though you don't know all the all the kana, you like know the
Ex-
word, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been that's how I am with the hiragana. Like sometimes I'll forget
Mhm.
like the like ya or you or yo,
Mm.
but like based on the word, like, oh yeah, and then I remember, you know?
Yeah. Or like the hard ones are like ne and nu because it's just like the same one but without a loop or
Yeah,
something like.
yeah, for sure, for sure. I don't know why I always fuck up like ma, like I always
And more.
and mo.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hopefully we'll start getting more smooth in that.
Even me, fucking till I was probably in high school, like I'd always sometimes mix up like she and like a J, just the
Yeah,
direction.
yeah, for sure, man. Even today, like I was doing some of the captions and or no, what I was doing something else and like the word was gi, like ki ten ten. But for some
Mhm.
reason, I just put like the she 1010, like didn't even think about it until I was like going back
Yeah.
later. I was like, what the fuck? Oh man.
And the tricky one too, since we're on the topic of 1010, is that some letters can't put 1010. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
For instance, like what you just said, she 1010 doesn't exist.
No, she, like with the backwards J.
Yeah, she 1010. Oh wait. It does exist.
You mean
There's
chi.
some, yeah, that's G. You're right.
Okay.
But
And I was like, what the fuck, dude? I could have sworn. I could have sworn.
oh, fucking with you, my bad. There are a few.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is John's apple. それは John no ringo desu. Straightforward
Hmm.
English speaker.
Hmm.
Okay. I give John the apple. 私はジョンにリンゴをあげます.
Yeah.
So also like if I'm reading these out and like pronouncing this shit way off, or even like my intonation is off, can you like repeat it correctly or correct me?
Okay. Okay.
Cool.
You're pretty good though, honestly.
I
Yeah.
definitely stumble over it. Like sometimes I'm expecting to see like aremas and I see agema and then I'm like, oh fuck,
Mm.
stumble over it. But okay. 私はジョンにリンゴをあげます.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that this is another thing like we were talking about like how you were saying like people don't say like watashi, woku, anata, right?
Hmm.
And I guess you wouldn't fucking say the sentence anyway. I give John the apple. Who the fuck would say that? But if you were
Yeah.
saying it, would you use watashi or no?
Mm. I mean, you could, but I mean, yeah, no, like watashi, you don't really use watashi too much. Like, if anything, you might use it more if you're texting someone or messaging.
Because it's less contextual when you're just having the typing.
Exactly.
So
But
how
if
would
you're
you,
talking, you have the apple and you're fucking gonna give it to someone, it's like, who else other than you is gonna give that to,
right, it's obvious.
Yeah, it's obvious. But
Yeah,
if you're like, I'm going to give John the apple, then you left out watashi wa. I mean, yeah, you still could, but I guess I think people use it more in typing.
so how would you say this if you were just going to tell me right now? Like, it's like you're holding this apple and you're like, I give John the apple. How would you say that?
John ni ringo agemasu.
Okay, so you just omit watashi and you omit wa.
Yeah.
Okay. What okay. So I noticed that like it always kind of goes like there's like something and then a particle and then something and a particle and then something and then a particle and then the whatever like copula or whatever they call it at the end. Like des, mashita, arimasen, nai, whatever. But like so there's like watashi and there's wa and there's John and there's ni, right?
Mhm.
And then ringo and then o. Like what is like ni?
Ni is connecting a subject and a verb.
But okay, yeah, agemas is like the verb. That's like to give
Yeah.
or I give.
Yeah.
But so this one is connecting the like the
It wouldn't, because you could use wo, but wo would be, yeah, so it's subject and verb when, how would you describe it?
so you do use wo for like ringo o agemas. That's connecting the subject and the
Subject,
verb,
verb.
apple and give. But the person that's getting the apple, I don't know what the fuck you call that even in English. The object? No, apple's the object. Like who is John in this sentence, right? He's like the
What was that? There was like an English word for that. Yeah, there's like the double subject. Like one subject's called something, the other one's called something.
yeah. Fuck, dude. I don't know, but whatever that is connecting the object, the apple, ringo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that just I don't understand. Like it just connects them, or is there like what does it signify? Or like is like two like John ni ringo o agemasu like to John the apple I give.
Two John Ni. Yeah, Ni would be two
Okay.
in that. situation. And I'm just kind of thinking other sentences like ni would be more so for like places, or if you're gonna go somewhere, like connecting a subject and a verb. Say it was like going to the car, it'd be ni. But if it was like ringo o tabemasu, like you're going to eat the apple, that's wo.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, but if you want to say like, if you want to say, I go to the car,
Kuruma ni ikimasu.
kuruma ni. Okay, yeah. So it's like,
So it's two, yeah, go to the car. So
it's car to I go.
yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, okay, that kind of makes sense. That kind of makes sense to me.
But if you were to eat the car, kuruma o tabemasu.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Because ni is like to a thing. O is like, no, no. Ni is like, fuck. Like,
Like a
O
moving verb.
signifies like doing the thing to the thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like O is like I like yeah, ringo o tabemasu. But because I'm gonna act on the thing, right? But I'm
Yeah.
gonna go if I'm going to the thing.
Mhm.
Kurema?
Kuruma.
Kuruma ni ikamas?
Ikimasu.
Ikimasu. Fuck. Ikimasu. Okay. So I give John the apple. Watashi wa John ni ringo o agemasu.
Mhm.
Watashi wa is like, I am John to the apple I give. It's kind of how it would like go around in English.
Yeah, I will John to or give.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. So I think that, man, definitely like coming from English to Japanese, the structure is something I gotta definitely get used to. Yeah, I remember like when I tried to study when I was a kid, I was like, man, this makes so much more sense than English. But
Mhm.
because I grew up with English, like when I'm learning, it's like, man, what the fuck, dude? It's so complicated.
Yeah, and it's so hard because like if you were to break it down simple, like give John the apple, or like you could say there is a way to say with John and then apple. Yeah, give John apple, but you would change the o to a ni, and it would be more of like a command. Because I would say agete, which is telling someone to, so like John ni ringo agete.
John, need to John, the apple, you give it, or you
Yeah,
give. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense too.
that would be like give John the apple.
All
Oh,
right.
and then what that came to mind, like just for you, for everything watashi wa, watashi don't generally, guys don't say watashi. If you're gonna say watashi, it's boku.
Boku, yeah, okay.
Boku, like yeah. And even more like formal, like if you're with friends, it's ore. Ore is like me. But like ore is kind of rude if you're just talking to like people you're not friends with.
Okay, okay. And then like, but in most cases, you wouldn't say any of that shit. You would just omit that whole part.
Yeah. But I
Watashi.
kind of say
You say ore.
things. Yeah, I say ore. Not all the time, but
Like when you're really trying to signify that it's me.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay. So watashi is kind of more feminine for I. Boku is kind of like dudes, and ore is what dudes say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. Thanks for watching. I'm Nikki.
And I'm Niko. We'll catch you next week.
Mata ne.